Building with an artist is actually easier.
You think so?
Yeah, man. We supposed to be trying to get a Drake placement, like trying to shop through 40 different niggas, and maybe he here and this A&R passed to this A&R.
Yeah.
And they work at Epic, but he fuck with Future, so they like best friends over your FBG. It's just like, bruh, shoot your shots, but once you send that pack, you can't really do nothing about it.
There's more luck involved, maybe.
Even if you say like you might catch a Drake placement today, folks is gonna be like, okay. You just another guy on Drake album. You didn't make Drake 40, still gonna be 40.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the One More Time podcast. I'm Playback Ben here with my co-host.
Henry with a 3, a.k.a. the Trap Jack Black.
Trap Jack Black, who do we have in the hot seat?
Welcoming in on episode 91 of the One More Time podcast, legendary comedian. You've seen him on TV, in commercials, all around social media. Drewski in the motherfucking building.
It's an honor, Drewski.
For real.
Going on tour.
I was just fucking with Kyle Roger and them,
Right.
Nah, shout out Drew.
Yeah,
For sure.
yeah, for sure. In all seriousness, we have super producer. We got Park3r, spelled with a 3. We got the 3 squad in the building.
Team, baby.
What's that?
Let's go, man.
Come on, man.
Man, good energy right now.
Yes, sir.
He's produced hits for NBA Youngboy, Cowboy, OMB, PZ, Too Many to Name.
Yeah.
I want to start off this episode by just getting this out of the way, man.
What's good?
Why be better?
Why be better?
Why you better? Hey.
It's become like a
bombs
meme.
on there like flex.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Why be better? Why be better? Hopefully that keeps the YB fans listening.
Yeah.
But no, so obviously we'll get into your, production career, right? But what we were just talking about this off camera. What I found most interesting about kind of your come up and, your journey so far is you were basically one half of a poppin' YouTube channel, Kellen P.
Yep.
Shout out Kellen P.
Assumedly you were the P.
Yeah.
Mr. Park3r.
Yeah, I'm saying I've been P before, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yo, so you guys got almost, I guess, 200K subs in less than 2 years, which is quite
fire.
A quick trajectory on YouTube. What made you want to start making YouTube videos?
Well, me and Kel, we went to school together in Morehouse, and we'd just be cracking jokes, in the dorm and shit, make each other laugh. So it was like, we probably make some other people laugh too, because we be rolling on the floor for dying and shit. So just made a YouTube. It was like, fuck it, let's do it.
Damn.
If we're gonna do it, we gotta do it for real.
Did y'all buy a camera or any type of gear?
First, we off the iPhones.
Sure.
Off the iPhones for sure.
We're still on the iPhones.
Hey, man, it's working.
Henry,
you know what I'm saying?
Sorry.
Our secrets out.
Blow the cover, man.
These are Sony DSLR cameras.
Sure they are.
High quality lenses. What was the most viral video that you guys have done?
See, that's probably that diamond tester, for real.
Yeah.
I didn't even look at the numbers in a long time. What is the highest video or what now? But
Exposing the fake diamonds.
yeah, but it's like doing that probably wasn't even like the funnest thing. Like it was really like doing skits and stuff early on, like the stuff that wasn't even getting views, because we did it for us because we made each other laugh. It was never to get a whole bunch of views. That should just come with it. We was just like, we probably could make some money with it, but as long as we make each other laugh, it's cool.
Yeah, I mean, so you guys really only did it for about 2 years and change, right?
Yeah.
Which I'm trying to wrap my head around this, right? You have this poppin' channel, you're getting views,
What happened?
Why stop?
Really, I just wanted to switch directions and, get back on music, 'cause I was doing music before the YouTube and stuff. And that's always my main passion, so I just had to switch gears, get back.
Yeah.
Did you ever consider doing any music related stuff on YouTube? Some cookups or anything like that?
I got a video right now breaking down one of the Youngboy songs I did.
Yeah, got to do that. Yeah. People love seeing how hit songs are made.
Yeah, but I do want to get back on the YouTube. That shit is just time consuming, man.
It is, man. Holy shit.
That shit is a real job. It's a fun job. It's a real job.
Yeah.
We was really editing everything, and it's just I'm real detail oriented, so one, it's it costs to pay people to edit the shit.
Yep.
And even when you do, it's just they don't do what you want to do.
They never do it how
and part of it is the comedic timing when you edit things.
Yes.
And the memes I would put in the little SpongeBob meme with it. It was a lot of memes we blew up just off of those videos and shit that came with it.
2 weeks later.
Exactly. There's a lot of it's just one of the favorite shows, SpongeBob growing up. So. It was just a lot of stuff going into YouTube or whatever. So
Yeah, trust me. I mean, so, I've worked with artists or whatever, and I have a newfound like empathy for content creators and artists who need to put out content because obviously,
definitely need that.
we've been busting our balls putting out content, bro. And it is no joke. This shit is not for the faint of heart. Like it is tough. It is a grind. It's like mentally tough as well because like you work so hard on this piece of content and it fucking flops and you're like, what the fuck just happened? Like, I thought that was a banger video. The audience or the algorithm did not agree.
Yeah.
And then the ones you least expect to do any views fucking go, right?
Isn't that the same with beats? Sometimes you spend like hours working on like a masterpiece beat and then the artist never wants it. And then this like 5-minute beat, they're like, that's hard. Load that
Some of
up.
the simplest shit was just like the process with the producers. Like you copy people's shit, try some shit, copy shit, try shit.
Yes.
And then you make beats to impress other people and producers. And you realize nobody cares. And
No
you go
one.
back and then you be like, man, are my beats good? And then you fuck around and start again and you make some simple shit and then success.
Yeah. There's a meme that's like exactly like that. The steps of becoming
That's
a
exactly what I'm
successful
talking about.
producer.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen that. Yep.
So when you were doing the fake diamonds, videos, like I didn't get through all of them. There was like 14 parts or like 15 parts, I did watch a couple.
Various of your favorite rappers on there.
Yeah. Did you catch any notable?
Oh yeah, for sure. Oh yeah. For
So
sure.
if it's publicly out there, like who?
Nah, there was certain things I ain't even want to go there with them, because the artists, they shit was supposed to be real. So I wanted to put on there, shine the light and it helps us get views or whatever. But it was just like when that shit is fake, it was just like I ain't gonna tell nobody, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Oh shit!
That's nice.
You edited it out.
Yeah.
Because that would have been the
man.
shit that, so who
Never
knows how
told
big
us
the
all.
videos could have been.
He got 200K by being ethical,
right.
Exactly.
Or I guess I don't even know if it's ethical or just a good homie.
nice.
Exactly. Like, I ain't gonna do you like that. Like,
Wow.
cool.
They would have
Okay,
had a
so
million
I don't need
followers.
the views that bad. Like,
No.
just whatever.
So he's-
YouTube money's
yeah.
pretty good though, man. Like YouTube, as far as like social media is paying out for views and stuff.
Nah, facts.
But
They're
it
up
sounds
there.
like that was clearly not
yeah.
a leading like passion point for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I ain't really want to expose them folks like that.
Yeah, and just the YouTube
I
thing.
mean,
it kinda-
regular people, like, no one cared. It's just like, it's funny or whatever, get a laugh. They show their homies. Some people, they even got exposed. They laugh at the shit and be like, I know. And they embarrass themselves on the video on purpose.
Yeah.
that shit was funny. So
Yeah.
I did see you expose, obviously, like, regular people, right?
Yeah.
But
see,
I
the
was
thing is,
wondering.
I never, like, tricked nobody. Like, most people, like, when we started, like, getting popular, we came up for the video, asked you already know what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't just pop on people with a camera. Like, I'd be like, yo, you trying to do this video, right?
Yeah.
Like, I asked them
Yeah.
before we even go on there.
So they were completely fine with the fact that they knew what they were wearing was fake and that they were about to get exposed.
I mean, I didn't tell them I was going to test their diamonds, but I was like,
Oh,
I
okay.
agreed to do this YouTube video, blah, blah, blah. I'm about to do a public interview.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't just run up and be like, yo, you diamond's fake.
Right.
And they just be like, what the fuck? Like, I'm with my baby mom, family, my wife, whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you don't want to become just the gotcha reporter, It's just like popping up, exposing people. No one likes those people.
Yeah. So obviously you got like hella rappers though in the videos. Like, you got Lil Baby, Lil Keed.
Yeah.
Like did the YouTube
Rest in peace, Keed.
Yeah, rest in peace, Keed.
Big
for
R.I.P.
sure.
Free thug.
Right.
He was wearing some like Mario costume or something in
Yeah.
that video. What was that for a music video?
He has a music video.
Okay. I was like, either this was Halloween or he was on a music video
The
set.
homie, man. That was a music video stuff, man.
Okay. That was funny. So did the YouTube content like meeting did that help the music?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was a lot of times it was like, I might pull it up on these folks and like, yo, I got beats too, like on the side, or like I would sneak beats into videos back then, and
Sure.
shit like that, like all the background music, like I was producing the shit, like some would be just like my throwaway beats, where it's just like I needed to just get something on in the back without paying somebody else for the music, and they copyright strike you and all that,
Right.
Yeah. So what's an example where like it led to maybe like a song? Is there any example where it led to like a song coming out?
Shit, I would say Rollo Murder,
Okay.
him and Nardo Wick.
Yeah.
Hard.
I don't know if that's the first time. Nah, because my homie Twan, like he was having him at the studio and shit. But every time you see somebody, it just reinforce your relationship. So it's like, oh, I know him from this, and buddy was over here, and he tested my diamonds. So it's like one music video shoot, like that one with Baby. Like I had him, I had seen Rilo like at Lennox or whatever. I put him on the Diamond Test or whatever too. But when I had seen him with Baby at the other music video shoot, we had pulled him over to the car. Me and my manager Don, we had pulled him over to the car and shit to listen to beats and shit. So then I was just able to, you know, text him, send him beats and shit all the time. But that happened with a lot of folks too, like songs that never came out and shit like that, with like Polo G, shit like that. Like I met like a lot of other rappers and shit, just getting my name out there.
Yeah, just building brand, you know? Yeah. I love that point about the more someone sees you, a bit like, you know, just because you met someone once, they might not work with you, but you start like fourth, fifth time, like, this guy keeps popping up. We might need to,
it's like,
what's
why is he here? What does he do?
Yeah. I mean,
he funny as hell. And like, folks like see me being around and shit too, especially once the shit blew up. Rapper Slick wanted me around, and they watched my videos too.
Yeah.
So like, it was funny as hell because like we linked with Yachty. Yachty was like, "Yeah, I be watching y'all shit, man. Like I'm a fan." Like, and that was just always fun, like seeing other rappers and, you know, comedians, whoever else we put on there, and just be like, "Yo, I'm a fan of y'all." Just like vice versa.
Yeah. So what's Kel doing now?
Kel's still working on acting, the writing and stuff. We actually wrote a whole like full length feature film and shit together.
Wow.
Yeah, just on the low. We're trying to shop our like script and shit around right now. So
is it a comedy?
It's got comedic shit in it, of course, because it's just funny.
Yeah.
But like, it's really like a coming of age story where these folks kind of like are like, I don't want to say like Spy Kids type shit, but it's not Spy Kids. Like they're like, I don't know how to explain it.
Yeah. What made you? What like prompted you to do that?
Like, I don't know. I just feel like I'm an artist in all forms of it.
Yeah.
So like, I like drawing, painting, like making music beats, like the film shit. Like when we was doing the YouTube shit, like I started getting better once we started buying cameras and lenses and really knowing how to edit and do stuff like that. Like that was part of my creative outlet.
Yeah.
You know, storytelling, it seems like, is a big part of.
Exactly. So it's really just all art. And that was just another art form. Like shit, let's write a script. Fuck it.
Yeah. You know, one thing I'll say about y'all's YouTube channel, like your titles and your thumbnails were fire, bro.
Did you know that those were so important?
Yeah, hell yeah. We were doing our research. So.
Yeah.
Yeah. And like, I was definitely like, okay, like this is, you know, it wasn't just like, oh, these guys caught like some viral moments or whatever. Like
purpose.
Yeah, exactly. Like y'all were clearly putting in the research to your point of like what works on the platform, and like y'all were definitely nailing the titles and the thumbnails. Like some of them were just so raunchy and like hilarious.
It's crazy.
Yeah. Asking like my, you know, friend for head or something.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, I don't even know. Like just yeah, exactly.
The thumbnail,
just like super like pushing
get the right screenshot.
Pushing the limits,
you gotta be like, would I click it?
Exactly.
You gotta ask yourself, like, would I click that? And you see something like that, like, what is this? Yeah. All right, let's try it.
Yeah, for sure. So your group, Six Element.
Yep.
Well, what's the meaning behind the name?
So Six Element, the sixth actual element is carbon, right? Mm-hmm. And
the fiber of life. It's everything.
Exactly. So he explained it for me. So if the element carbon is that to life, we feel like we are essential to music. That's essential to life. We're essential to music.
Okay.
So that's kind of the meaning behind it.
That's fire.
Dope.
And so it's you, Twan to God, and then DXB.
Yep.
And like, how did y'all all link? Like, what's the origin story of like you three?
Me and Twan, we met through my mentor Big Czar, where I used to intern at Hustle Gang Studios over here on the east side, like Scottsdale. I used to intern over there, so he used to come through and stuff. And he got his own studio, and we linked up more and just started working more and more. And then Don, like, we actually played like AAU basketball together. We was like 10, 11 years old.
Nice. What team y'all play for?
It was Peach State Warriors.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Who's 5'2".
Yeah.
Is that Don? Like Don?
Yeah. We was playing basketball.
My guy.
But then like we linked back up in college and shit. And I was like, bro, I know you from somewhere, bro. And he was like, probably. And so every day I just came back in. I was like, yo, did you play football for these teams? He's like, nah. Oh, did you go to this elementary school? Did you go? So I was just trying to figure out, like, because it was just like, you know, like the high school, like it was like 4 years. It was like we wasn't, you know.
Because you went to the same high school.
Nah, we didn't.
Oh.
We didn't. Like I was saying, we was playing basketball in middle school.
Yeah, and then college.
Then, like, exactly. We
Gotcha.
back up in college. So I was like, bro, I know you. Like, Like, and I actually fuck with you. Like, you my friend. You don't even know it. Like, it's weird. Like, I don't know, like, if we just grew up that much in 4 years, or like we just looked that different.
Was it the beard or something? Like,
maybe,
what?
I don't know. It was just like, bro, I know you, bro. Like, you're my friend. And,
Trust me, we're friends.
Exactly. Then I was like, yeah, we play basketball at Peach State Warriors, blah, blah, blah. He was like 11 years old. He's like, bro, oh shit. And then we just naturally.
Did he put 2 and 2 together though?
Yeah.
Okay. So he finally came around and like, okay, we are friends.
He didn't just trick someone into believing.
Yeah.
I was like, this guy's friend game is on point. He's like gonna pressure us and be like, yo, we're friends.
Been on you.
Yeah.
Sure.
He did come in today saying, I've been here before. Maybe that's not even true. He's doing
It was so believable.
running that game.
But
dude.
you're right.
I name dropped enough people. Y'all know.
You did.
Yeah.
This is how he has so many friends, bro.
I tell you.
He just
I remember.
brainwashes them into believing that we've known each other for years.
It's a good strategy.
That's
I've
great.
been outside for a long time, man.
So I'm curious though, right? Like, why form an official group, right? As opposed to, there's tons of people. Shit, we were, supposed to have another producer on later who has a very regular and frequent collaborator and like partners, right? That they basically do all their shit together, but they don't have the like official, like formalized group structure. Like, why?
See, really, 6 was like my third group.
Okay.
Not
Not
new to this.
in music, but I guess in my life or professional college plus career, right?
Yeah.
So I understand like having a partner like in any like business or anything like always helps. So like 6 Element, Kellen P, and I even had this group called AUC 2-Turn in college. Me and my boy Twan, who used to throw parties. And the main thing around that was just like posting everything so everyone would know around the city what was going on. There was just like, who was freshmen, there would be like certain fraternity parties that you didn't know about because you was just a freshman. And I'm just like trying to be Robin Hood to my class. Like, here's the flyer. Everyone's going, you know what I'm saying? We lit. But anyway.
And that's a cheat code.
Yeah,
to like
exactly. Back
making
to like,
lots of, he's smart.
Ultimate friend maker.
He knows how to make friends. This guy gets it, man.
Sure. So like going back to that, like having different groups and stuff like that, like I feel like it's just essential, like someone that you can rely on and someone that can rely on you and bring fresh ideas. And outside of that, it helps with branding.
Yes.
Like, also, if you don't notice, every rapper in Atlanta, they be trying to say they have gang affiliation, but that's what helped folks in the industry. Like when you think about Thug, you think YSL. You think about like Future, you think Free Man Gang. Like when you think about even like T.I., like Hustle Gang, Travis Scott, Cactus Jack, like
Savage, Slaughter Gang.
That's what I'm saying. Slaughter Gang,
4PF.
like, exactly. 4PF, Lil Baby. Like everyone has a brand behind them, and you're always strong with a brand. You know what I'm saying? If you notice rappers, like I'm not gonna say certain names, but like careers will be up here, and because they don't have a brand behind them, like or a group of people. Like we got to know who your circle is. So branding it makes something bigger than you.
Yeah, the ceiling is higher on a group that any one person can be.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I see
that. So I know Twan's a producer, right? DXB also artist. So artist, right? So what's y'all's workflow like? You know what I mean? So
just make music.
Yeah, because like a lot of the shit recently that's been coming out with Lil Darius, whoever, right? Like a bunch of artists, right? Like it's been in the 6 Element brand. So maybe before it was like Park3r or like Twan or whatever. Like it's very much so now coming out.
It was Twan's idea to do the group. Like at first I didn't even want to do group. I was like,
what was your hesitation?
I don't know. I was just like, I don't know. I didn't do groups before, but I was just like, I just always been dolo producing. So I was like, let me just do this dolo or whatever. And I was just like, nah, I probably need to do this shit as a group too. This shit will help brand. We'll go farther together. You know what I'm saying?
And you're still you too. You still have your own shit going on.
You just gotta build this shit together. You gotta trust each other.
Yeah, trust is big.
Yeah, for sure.
Y'all trust each other, right?
For sure. Yeah.
Depends. No, most definitely.
Y'all understand branding shit.
It does. Sure. It does help. I will say that as much as I like to think that I can find like the motivation within myself or whatever, it's just lonely, bro. If you're doing it on your own too.
Yeah.
What? Yeah. It's hard.
Yeah.
He'll get distracted and
just the bedroom producer by himself.
Yeah,
you know,
what?
it's like damn.
And it's always something exciting. And he's like, "Yo, bro, blah blah blah. I just cut on this, and they finna got and released. Blah, blah, blah." I'm like, oh shit! It's like I get news from someone else. That's not just me just having to do this. It's like, God dang, man. You know, it's exciting knowing this is another half.
Yeah. It definitely allows you to kind of multiply your efforts. First of all,
especially when we're in different places.
Yeah.
Like, we could be doing 2 sessions at once at the same time. Like, I might be in LA, Twan might be here in Atlanta. We working 2 different artists at the same time. Like,
yeah. And I guess like in this day and age, there's gonna likely be multiple producers already on a hit record.
Exactly.
So it's almost
might as well be the homies.
Exactly. Yeah. Like at first I was thinking about like, man,
I'm very conscious about that.
Yeah, because I kind of first thought about it and I was like, man, he's just like giving up the bag. Like, you know, I was like, he's fumbling the bag. Like, bro, you could just gotten that hit by yourself, bro. But then I was like, well, no, because most, you know, records these days easily have 2, if not 3, 4 fucking, you know, it gets
12.
crazy sometimes.
People.
Yeah. That's interesting. So the group 6 Element, that is who signed a partnership with Rock Nation, right?
It's Twan. Twan signed the deal with Rock Nation. But everything we do is just branded
6 Element. All right. Shout out to Rock.
That's all they need to know is 6 Element.
Yeah, for sure.
We just, that's one of the main things our group, like, we just pride ourselves on being selfless. You know what I'm saying? It's like every time we post a placement, it's produced by 6 Element. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's
and then everyone can post it.
Me, look, me and Twan.
Yeah.
Also, it's too many words, it's too much shit. Strong branding is just, 6 Element did it. Like, when y'all post shit together, just one more time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah, it's not you and him, this, that. See, with the YouTube shit, it was like, that was our name, Kel and P. So,
yeah,
you know, it's whatever, but... In terms of producing this shit, it's just like all y'all need to know is the 6 Element.
And it's a little easier to bring other people on board to 6 Element than it would be Kel and P. Like.
Exactly. Like you can't bring people like you can claim something. You can get a chain with 6 Element on. Like,
what's up? My name is Marcus from Kel and P.
Exactly. From another dude's name. Yeah. Like, what?
So what was the nature of the deal with Rock? Was that a management deal or a publishing deal or?
Nah, he did a pub deal.
Okay. Okay. Cool. So all right. So they have a publishing.
He's pub with Rock Nation. I'm pub with APG.
Okay. Yeah. Because I was gonna ask about that. So you know, let's just talk about either if you want to speak on behalf of like what happened with the Rock deal or even just APG since you obviously that was like for you. Like how did those conversations go? Like what's the process of like getting shopped around for pub deals? Yeah.
It's a long process. We learned a lot of things.
Are they hitting you up?
Yeah. And certain situations we hit them up like it was more deals and stuff out on the table and stuff like that. But we just had to go with situation just for us best. You know?
Yeah. What were your decision making criteria, right? Like,
man, there was a lot of shit where it was just whack contracts. It was just like it was no decision. It was just like,
yeah, y'all trying to get me, huh?
Exactly.
No, sir, not today.
No, yeah, we're always trying to like put people on game though. So what kind of thing? Once again, you don't need to give specifics, but like what kinds of things were maybe included in what you would just immediately pass on, right? Like,
I mean, well, there's like MDRC deals and shit like that where back in the day, like before streaming, they would have to do like, say produce one album, but like it would be 100% of records and they'd be like 10 records. So nowadays when people collab 2-3 people on a record and you're also only getting 50% of that record because that's the producer side. So I'm gonna get like, if I do like say just get them at half and half, I'm gonna get 25% for this one song. I would basically need 4 songs to get one record.
So yeah, 4 times the amount of
those.
Yeah,
exactly. And it doesn't even matter if you get a hit or not. This shit can recoup the money 10 times over. But the contract says you need this many records.
Okay,
you know what I'm saying? It didn't matter.
Yeah. That's shitty.
Yeah, so there's like a lot of loopholes and shit like that. I just had one contract that was like that. I was just like, yeah, hell no.
Yeah.
What about like the actual people? Like just talking to people?
Some people were shady and
you just get better vibes from some people too. You have to
some people
feel
wanted to own too much. Some people wanted to own. They was like, yeah, we want you producing, songwriting, this, that. And I was like, yeah, even you as a DJ, your merch touring, like as an
360.
artist. I was like, yo, like, I don't even DJ. Like, what the hell? It was just in case, you blow up in your brand, you get the $1 million DJ shows and like Steve Aoki. Yeah, we want to present it to that. Nah, man.
Yeah. Damn.
It's crazy.
Yeah, like, shout out Mike Karen and the team over at APG. Like, I mean, I feel like, once again, I'm sure there's examples where artists or producers, songwriters have signed with APG and not been, happy about the decision. But like everything I see, it seems like they're building like such a good team over there and roster.
I'm definitely satisfied with it. I'm saying, like, I talk to my team every day.
Dope.
Yeah, like
Mike all the time.
What does a team look like for someone who like signs a pub deal? You know what I mean? Like just so people are aware.
Depends on
like,
your own situation.
Yeah.
Every pub company is different. So I know some people to be like, damn, y'all got this. Blah, 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 y'all got all these perks and stuff. Like, join the good team. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just certain situations. It's like everything is not going to be the same. I can't say what your deal is going to look like over there and how my experience is. So also the difference is whether they like you or not. You could be signed and not be the favorite.
Get shelved quick.
Yeah, exactly. I ain't even like shelved because you can't really get shelved as a producer. That's up to you to get placements and shit.
True.
But it's like the people in the building can want to help you more or not want to help you.
They could bring you less opportunities and put you in less rooms.
It can be based off you performing, your consistency, your attitude. Are you hard to deal with, work with? Like people don't want to work for you or help you or with you when you're not enjoyable to work with, or that you don't have a name that holds weight, a reputation, just good name.
For sure.
Yeah, man. Like
face cards, everything.
Yes. I was going to say, like, just even in all industries, to be honest, like doing business with people, like people buy from people help people, right? Like at the end of the day, you might not even be the highest performer at that time, but if you're a lot easier to deal with than some other people,
and you're the first person on their mind, you're just like, we should invite Parker to this thing going on.
Yeah.
We should, have him come out for this.
For sure.
Thinking about you.
Yep, definitely. So with Twan over at Rock Nation, I got to ask, have you guys been to a Rock Nation brunch yet?
Oh, shit. The brunches.
We're about to find out. It's going to be Grammy weekend next week. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. How about this one? $1 million or dinner with Jay-Z?
I think Jay-Z would say take the milli.
So then you get in that.
Right. Yeah. So
we're going to have dinner with Jay-Z anyway.
Right.
Yeah. Jump bomb on that one.
Yeah. I love it. So 50 Cent just came out and said that Eminem has had a bigger impact on hip hop than Jay-Z. How do you agree or disagree with that? Who do you think's had a bigger impact on hip hop?
Business wise or actual art?
Yeah.
I guess this is up for, interpretation, but just who do you think has had a bigger impact on hip hop, Eminem or Jay-Z?
I feel like it's Jay for sure. Like, I don't feel like that's the question, but not saying like belittling like what Eminem's done at all, because he's great.
Like, he's sold the most records.
If we had a Hall of Fame, he'd definitely be in it. We need to start a hip hop Hall of Fame, like Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. That's hard. We need that. But all the records he sold, the people he's influenced, like not even just like how he raps, but you can hear it sometimes in like a Chance the Rapper or something like that, or even like the substance and stuff he like talks about, or like how he dressed at a certain period of time, or his content. It could be related to like a Juice WRLD or like an X or something like that. You could see something from him in there. But at the same time, like Jay-Z, he's just like the magnum opus. Like the rapper's rapper. Like every big rapper now, like the J. Cole's, the Kendricks, all them, the Kanye's, the Drake's, everyone's like get influence from him, and just his metaphors and how easy and just digestible his shit was, but still lyricist at the highest level. You know what I'm saying? So
I will say this: Jay-Z, I think, has aged better.
And he got everyone want to be a billionaire. That's the goal.
Right. Exactly. M has not obviously.
He made a few billionaires too. You know what I'm saying?
That's correct.
That's easily the better business.
Forgot about the other B. And then Reed and Ye got a billionaire.
Those bars are hard.
For sure. I think that Jay-Z now can like hop on a track and he's done better in his older age. I would just kind of say, right, is that he's kind of aged better from a rapper perspective. And then you take his like entrepreneurial like endeavors and like what he's built as a businessman.
Exactly.
And that's tough to to outweigh like the impact that has versus like what Eminem has done, like kind of more specifically within rap.
But what you guys haven't talked about is the global impact. We're over here in America, and I would say Jay-Z impacted the culture, maybe more. But as far as just hip hop,
Jay-Z made hip hop bigger.
But around the globe, I would say Eminem made hip hop more global, easily. Sold the most records. He's got everyone's heard of him around the world.
So Ray Daniels.
How many Grammys Jay got?
Yeah.
But who cares about? But
who cares about the Grammys?
Fuck the Grammys, honestly.
Yeah, but so Ray Daniels.
I ain't say fuck the Grammys.
I did.
Just saying that publicly.
That's because he's close. He's closer to getting one than we are.
Yeah, I know some voters.
Exactly. I know we had Jets and Mays manager.
Just kidding, Grammys.
Yeah,
just kidding.
Yeah, we had Jets and Mays manager TP on, and he was like so kosher and like cool and collected about the Grammys when we were talking shit because he's nominated. He was like, I mean, like it's just like they just do their job.
Man, we dream about that shit, man. Hell no, I want the Grammy. Yeah.
For sure. No, but Ray Daniels had a really hot take saying that if Eminem was black, like no one would like care as much, essentially, and like. It was just a really hot take. I don't even know if I want to weigh in as a white person.
What does that mean, though?
He just basically said that, like, the fact that Jay-Z, out of the, like, more quantity of people that have tried to make it in rap being black, right? The fact that he got to where he is more impressive and more impactful than, like, Eminem, of course, basically being, like, one of the first white rappers to,
I mean,
get
for
to
sure,
a certain level,
I don't think Eminem would deny that, but
probably not.
That never took away nothing from his skill, like
that's where
I would still be.
That's where a lot of people,
legend regardless.
That's where a lot of even black people were like, "Stop it, Ray! Like, stop it! Like, just stop."
You still am, bro.
Yeah, like you could put whatever skin color, you could make him fucking red or yellow. It doesn't fucking matter.
He
like,
can rap his ass off. He's a rapper, man. He's a real artist.
Ray's good for a hot take for sure.
Oh yes, I love a good Ray Daniels hot take. So yeah, a couple of your top placements are with NBA Youngboy. How did those records come about? Was that through APG?
APG, yeah, APG directly and indirectly.
Okay.
Like one of my A&Rs named Eli, he had walked me into the room with who I was trying to pull up on. No Cap. So like he walked me in there. It's like, yo, Parker's got some beats. He just signed. Blah 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 blah. All right, bet. So I give No Cap some beats and shit. He rap on a few of them, and in the process, like this was one of the like hardest things to ever get him to rap on the beats. Like I've never had someone go through this many beats. Like I sent probably like 100, 200 beats. Like I'm in the session with him, but like his engineer is Cheese, and I'm airdropping him like 100, 200 beats. He's just listening like next. Mind you, he a little, you know what I'm saying, trying, chilled out. Like he probably did a few songs already. Like he might be burnt already in the studio system. But I'm like, man, I'm trying to get a placement. Like, I don't care. I'm hyped. I'm up. It's 3:00 in the morning, but I'm turned up.
He's like, wake up, No Cap.
So I sent him probably like 100, 200 beats. And Cheese, shout out to Cheese, engineer, is also Youngboy's engineer too.
Okay.
So like Youngboy, I think he was still locked up at the time. So he was No Cap's like primary engineer at the time.
Yeah.
So with having those 100, 200 beats on his laptop, he was like, yo, these is hard. Like, I'm going to get these to YB. And he just blessed me, just been a good friend to me ever since then.
Yo, shout out the engineers.
For real.
For always being the, like, unsung heroes.
Yeah, facts.
Placing beats, like, getting people in the room, making records sound fire, like, getting the best takes out of artists.
Cheese a real producer, too, though. Like, he's a real, like, producer first. Like, he's gonna be the one giving me the intel, like, okay, these are the vibes right now, and a little bit more like that, but a little bit less like this with this influence. Like, it's real producing. Like,
damn, shout out Cheese.
I'm telling you,
that sounds like my kind of guy.
Yeah, absolutely. So
the records I got out with him right now, co-produced with Cheese.
Okay,
yep.
All right, dope. So we had a discussion about this on another episode of the pod. Yep. YB obviously has just released an insane amount of music.
Yeah,
I mean,
eight projects last year.
Yeah, that dude is like never letting up when it comes to just dropping.
End up in the dad.
Yeah, and then you got Playboy Carti, who drops once every, I don't even know, just
a lot of folks like that though. a lot of folks like that.
Yeah, but the point that we were trying to make is like, which strategy are you more of a fan of? Like the staying on their ass and just
I feel like it's whatever works for you.
Yeah.
If Youngboy, you know, running the bag up by dropping a whole bunch and he get out of deals faster and recoup and get bags from YouTube and all these other sources, like, I feel like it's hard, like, more power to him. Because a lot of folks, the truth is, like, folks be trying to, like, down him, like, oh, you doing this because you dropped so much, but do you even have a cult fan base where they're going to even give a fuck after the 10th album of the year?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And they doing numbers every single time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
and same with Carti. It's like he delays the drop, delay.
Sides.
But they care so much that they're still
both fan bases are cult fan bases. Both fan bases care. You know what I'm saying? One fan base just likes being fed a whole bunch of music. You know what I'm saying? And they gonna go through it and they gonna like the music every time. And the other fan base is like they just waiting.
Okay, but
they know it's gonna be hard.
Say this. Say I'm a young artist. You just discovered me.
Yeah.
And I'm just putting all my faith in you. You're giving me all the beats, and I don't know how to do it. I just know how to rap really well, maybe. And
I'm just imagining you knowing. I'm imagining you knowing how to rap really well. It's funny. Keep going.
And I'm basically just leaving it up to you on how my career, how this is gonna work.
Yeah.
How often are you telling me I should drop?
Oh, we dropping because you don't have no fans yet.
Yeah. So early on, you gotta like, flood.
Even if you be like, oh man, I done dropped 5 projects this year. Nobody heard them bitches.
Yeah.
So nobody knows and nobody give a fuck.
The Rick Rubin quote too. We just saw today. Shit. It was like you just get a rhythm, start getting a rhythm of releasing. Just start. Once
you got
it.
some fans and you can hold out for anticipation, like for projects and shit, and then you can do shit like that.
Yeah.
And then drop more or less based off of what the market's doing.
Yeah.
But so why do you think it is that Carti can be like, is there anything you can point to that, like, you know what I mean?
I feel like half of his brand is just being mysterious. Like,
yeah.
You don't know what's going on. He's not tweeting. He's not doing nothing.
Yep.
Like, I don't think Youngboy, does Youngboy have an Instagram? Or no?
No, I don't think so.
I don't think so. Yeah, no. He don't. Sometimes he be on the label page. That's what it is.
Yeah. Okay, and he does have one, but I think it's usually deactivated.
Yeah, he'll get his message out when he need to get his message out. And you're going to know.
Right.
Yeah. It's just interesting, right? Like, I just wonder if Carti tried to adopt YB's approach, would he flop?
Hell no.
So then I don't get why. Then I don't understand why.
The thing about Carti is he releases a lot of music unreleased. That's the difference. They still listening to music all the time. It's just not on Apple Music.
Okay, that's the funniest take ever.
Exactly.
Yeah, they're just screen recording live.
Exactly.
And on Reddit,
all the snippets
on Reddits and shit.
Hackers going into his shit.
Leaks, all that.
Okay, see that? Okay, well,
there you go.
That makes he's figuring out a way to like. He's like, man, YB's kind of doing something. Like, how can I do that without like actually doing it that way? Okay.
I think we all agree though, if you don't have that crazy fan base, drop music. Just start getting in the rhythm of dropping music. Let it out. You'll make more. You know what I mean? So
just to kind of take it back a little bit, like how did music play into your like upbringing, right? Like what role did music play in the household? Like, you know, you coming up?
I feel like it was a big role, but I feel like damn near everybody's in the music industry is like, oh yeah, like they play music all over the house. Like I feel like everyone damn near in the world likes music.
For sure.
Like,
I got a couple homies that don't like music.
I do too. And I'll be like, crazy. You're weird.
You're weirdo.
Like this is some natural shit. Like I feel like this is some human thing to just want to move, just want to. But yeah, I don't know. Yeah, it played a big part of growing up because like one, you know, like everybody, yeah, my parents was playing all the hits in the house when I was growing up and wake up Saturday morning. But also that, like, they found, like, I had, like, this preschool class when I was, like, 2 years old. And we had this little music time thing where there's, like, these bells, like, different notes and shit. So I, like, pick up the bells and, like, ring little, like, lullabies with the bells and shit. And you be like, oh, he's musical. Like, he's
man's been producing since he was 2.
Ding, 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 ding. Ding, 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 ding. Like, with the little bells, there's different notes. Yeah. And I never wanted music time to be over.
Yeah.
Like, when she come to, like, pick me up, I'd be like, I want to stay in the music room. Like, so, like, I remember early on, like like I think like my 5-year-old birthday, like I asked for a piano and guitar and shit like that. So
okay, see, that shows because like a lot of people
ask for toys. I'll be like, yo, I want a piano.
Exactly. That's different. That's a very good sign that you're actually like into this.
It's also a very expensive gift for a 5-year-old.
Exactly.
They're like, Jesus Christ! Like, couldn't I just gotten you the GI Joe?
Get him the Walmart little keyboard first, maybe. Like,
no, I do really enjoy. So I have an 8-month-old, and he does music time, which basically is just him chewing on the rattle or whatever, right? Yeah. But it is just like I'm hoping he like
that's real shit though.
I'm hoping he is that like 2-year-old because he does like hit on the bongos and stuff already at like that young age. Does he love it?
Like kids will tell you exactly who they are. You just have to expose them to enough things where they can find like they can communicate with you. Like I like this a lot. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So when did music become something like personal to you? You know what I mean?
I feel like it was like that since I was like 5.
Yeah.
Okay. Then like in kindergarten and shit. Like,
okay. Wow.
My music teacher, like, he was really teaching us like music theory, like at 5 years old. Like he was way too advanced with what the fuck was going on. But like he helped out a lot because like he was really teaching us like scales and like what stanzas were and like bead cuff and major scales and shit and showing us like the timing and like this is a whole note, this is a half note, this is a quarter note, this is a quarter rest, this is a half rest, this is what I'm saying?
Holy
like,
shit.
The hat on top, the hat upside down.
Yep.
So like I was reading and understanding sheet music by the time I was 6 years old.
Oh damn.
And I can write my own sheet music by the time I was 6.
Wow.
Exactly.
What instruments did you end up playing?
Were you doing in the band?
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
I played trumpet. I eventually joined band later when I took trumpet as my primary.
Okay, nice. Yeah, I was a sax guy myself, alto.
Nice.
Yeah. I was in the jazz band for sure.
Snare drum, baby.
So
shout out Morris.
Shout out Drumline.
Devin Miles,
I may or may not have thought this was some Drumline merch, but
turns out it's a real school.
It's an actual Morris Brown basketball.
Shout out Morris Brown, man.
Shout out to number 40, whoever that was.
I went to Morehouse, but shout out Morris Brown.
That's hard.
Easy forever.
That's hard. So, at one point, did you actually start making beats though?
Craziest thing, that was like the hardest shit. Like I could play real instruments. Some folks be like, it's backwards as fuck because like I could really write sheet music and play real instruments, understand it and conduct and all this shit, but I could not understand FL.
Yeah, it's totally different.
This shit look complicated as a bitch. Like I know this, like I understand that, but like
it's like what's quantizing?
Doing this, clicking and all that shit, I did not understand that shit. So it's crazy because Donovan that was here that I was telling you about, like shout out my boy J Express, but he was
so that's not the Don you were talking about earlier?
No, Don's his manager / business partner.
Another Don, J Express.
I was thinking of J Express.
I was telling you about earlier.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Yeah, so him like he was just showing me stuff. We played football together since we was like 9 or whatever. And, like just went to school and all that together. But like he was showing me FL early on. Probably was like, I don't know, late middle school or early high school or something like that.
Okay.
And he was just showing to me, and I tried to understand and install it on my shit, fuck around, delete it. I was like, I don't know how this shit works. But on top of that, like, then I understand the patterns, and I was like, bro, I don't want to do this because it's not sounding like fucking Kanye. Like, it's not sounding like what's in my head. Like, I know I can be like this in my head. I know I can be Timberland and Pharrell in my head. But I didn't know I needed sounds. I needed certain drum kits. And so I'm like, yo, I'm trying to make these po-ass sounds. Like, so I was like, man, fuck that shit. But I picked it back up again actually in college.
Okay.
Yeah, I tried it. Fucking clicked.
Nice.
From there, it's over with.
That's dope. Yo, the story that you're telling kind of reminds me of, I think Producer Grind literally just posted this video.
I tried like 5 times and did not do it.
It was basically how the beat sounds in my head. This is for new producers. How the beat sounds in my head. And it's like this just fucking beat that's just
amazing,
smacking, right? Yeah. And then he's like, I run to the studio and it's like shows the guy like walking to the studio, like opening a bunch of doors to get to the studio. And then it goes final product and it's just like complete ass. And like, he's like, basically the point was just not being able to get the ideas out of your head into the,
now
program.
I can do that. You know what I'm saying?
I would assume
and incorporate real instruments and shit because
how often are you doing that?
All the time. Like,
okay, wow, you're having like session players. Or are you bringing out the trumpet?
Some shit myself is rare. but I'll do it though.
We need that.
Yeah, I'm trying to get that trumpet pack. What's
or
up?
like I got a homie like named like Johan Lennox, and he does.
You know Johan?
Yeah,
he's dope.
So he does
man.
orchestral and compositions and shit. And I'd be like,
he was on the Metro shit.
Yeah, I'd be like, I need like some strings for this. Can you write a string part for this? And he'll send it back. I'll look at it and be like, yeah, shit dope as fuck.
Yeah, bro.
Send out the instrumentalist, send it back and be like, actually tweak this, do like a whole measure right here, do this, do a little harmonic, raise the fifth on this, blah, 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 change it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And send it back and be crazy. Like, but that's knowing how to communicate in both worlds. Like, yo, no, I need this shit not to just be loud. Like, I need you to do a forzando right here. Like, I don't need just bah. I need you bah. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know the string.
Yeah.
It's knowing how to communicate with actual instrumental stuff. That's make you a better producer. That's
being able to speak the
Quincy
language.
Jones shit. You know what I'm saying? Like knowing real music and knowing the computer too.
I got a question. How often do you have that idea in your head and you run to the studio to start it versus just kind of sitting down like, all right, I'm going to make something and just seeing what comes out?
More recently, like this past month, I've been just like prepping my days on like what I want to make. And I'll just like make a few ideas and list them a bunch of times. And if it's actually dope, by like the third, fourth day, I'll develop it all the way out. So I just filter out the bullshit. But, you know, sometimes I just go to the computer, I might just click in some shit and be fucking amazing.
Yeah.
Or I have to dig through samples and find something or get some loops from the homies or something. Different ways. You got to switch it up.
I think they're both important. Yeah.
Got to mix it up for sure.
Yeah. So I mean, I think you were alluding to this answer, but like how important or how valuable do you think your music background, right? Like playing instruments, understanding sheet music, melodies, scales, all that shit. Like
that shit is important as fuck. Nobody tell you that shit.
Yeah.
It makes you more versatile as a producer. Like when you get in certain rooms with them old school folks and you know what you're talking about, you get respect a lot faster.
Yeah.
Like your beats might be smacking, but it's just certain things you just gotta be able to communicate. And it's just like, I don't see why people would not want to better themselves. Like, even if you don't know theory, it'd be like rappers' favorite shit to brag about is like, bro, I don't even know how to count bars. I mean, you're lying. Like, you rap 12s every day. Like, you know what a 12 bar feel like, man. You know what that shit sound like. Stop lying to these folks.
But some people, on the other coin, some people are successful without knowing any of that stuff. I feel like
folks know something, man.
I feel like someone like maybe like a Ronnie, you know, just who was just like on his laptop speakers, you know, making like just super crunchy, distorted 808s.
Even knowing something on there, be like, if you can hear something and have an ear for it, you still.
Some people have ears.
That's still theory. Like, oh, I know that this sound like the right 808. It just feel like it. They be like, I don't know nothing. But it's like, nah. And like, you identified the root note of the scale.
Yeah.
That's what you did.
Without knowing it.
Exactly.
But you knew it.
Exactly. It's in you. You
don't know what it's called, but you know it.
Exactly.
You can hear it.
So
yeah.
Folks know.
How much do you think the like technical knowledge around music theory, can that ever get in the way? Because sometimes breaking the rules works, right? I mean, this is
like
coming,
not knowing.
Yeah, like this is coming from the non-creative.
Yeah, you
right?
can just do shit. I'm saying like everything just got to be fucking Beethoven and shit.
Yeah,
but even like
like not
then,
formulaic. You know what I mean?
Even back then, that's what they were to those other like composers back then. Like Beethoven, them folks is like different. Like them folks is like way ahead of their time because. You got to think back then when they was making music, everything was going through like the church and shit. So there was no just regular like consumer music. They weren't just making songs to make songs. Everything was like a form of like a Catholic gospel, like hymn or, some type of orchestral arrangement or something, some big shit for like an opera or something. So everything back then was just like real bright, sunny, happy and shit. And this man comes out with,
the saddest.
Like yeah, he comes out with the fifth.
Yeah.
And it's like, what the hell? What type of devil note is that? So he's just completely different. Like, he's not going with what everyone else is doing, but that's why he's lasted like a million generations.
Yeah, I was like thousands of years. I don't even remember when Beethoven was.
But it's like a knowing the rules first before you break them kind of thing, right? Because I think not knowing the rules and just breaking them accidentally.
I mean, I don't know if he knew the rules or not. Like,
I don't know
he
either.
just heard that in his head and was like, like that shit hard.
Maybe so.
But lay that shit.
That is. So you are a producer that is like penning shit too, right?
Yeah, songwriter. Sure.
Yeah. How important do you think, how valuable do you think songwriting
Trying
is?
to get records out.
Yeah.
That's the most important shit.
Yeah, man.
Like, you don't want to just make beats all day, and a lot of folks make beats for other producers and shit.
Yeah.
I'd be asking myself all the time, like, how many folks can you hear rapping on this beat?
Right.
A lot of folks just 808s just going stupid and shit, but it's just like, I might only maybe get it to this one artist if the perfect situation is. But like, if this is open and digestible, it's like 20 different, 30 different, 40 different, 50 different, 100 different artists that can hop on it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And beats with like big leads on it, that's like that lead is the lead. It's like the vocal needs to be the lead. It needs to sound like it's missing something.
Space. You need to one more time. You know what I'm saying? You need space. You know what I'm saying? That's one of the most important things you take away from Drake.
Yes.
His songs got space, man.
And he doesn't do stacks or ad libs, none of that shit.
It's crazy. I love all that shit, but what it works for you, works for you. You know what I'm saying? He's got an amazing voice.
Yep.
That people obviously love to hear.
Yeah. What's your favorite song that you've actually helped write, not just made the beat, that's come out, that's, produced and or written by you?
I don't know. I never spoke on any songs I wrote, so I'm just gonna keep that like that.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Out of respect for
what's
art.
the deal with that?
I don't know.
What the fuck is that about?
Artists are embarrassed to admit
especially,
that.
I guess, mainly in hip hop too, right? Like pop artists aren't fucking like capping about that. They're like, yeah, I didn't write that shit.
Yeah,
exactly.
Like, yeah, I got like 10
because
fucking
that's the normal thing.
Yeah.
Michael Jackson didn't write Thriller.
Didn't.
Like, it's fine.
But it's just like,
it's fine.
I don't know. Like, folks still got that pride and shit now. So, I'm just in their world. They the artist, whatever. So I'm just respecting.
I feel like Park3r has too much respect. He needs to, we need to unleash like the
just like
savage
the Diamonds and shit. I'm like, exactly, fuck it, man. Exactly. I might be way farther, man.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I got
expose these rappers. God dang it. No, it's interesting though. Like, how do we change that though? Because if everyone's kind of like you, and I'm not like throwing shade at you particularly, but just like if everyone is taking this, like, I'm not gonna fucking say it, like,
there'll be a certain point in my career where it's just like, I wrote that.
Okay, so you're waiting for
I can stand on that shit. And it's just like people are still gonna want to come to me just because the songs are that good.
Yeah.
And they know they're gonna get a hit when they come to me.
Yeah.
But until that time comes, you know what I'm saying? It's produced by 600.
There you go.
There you go. So
that's all you need to know.
Yeah. So we also had this, discussion with a couple other past guests. Like, what do you think is better, building with an artist or catching a major placement?
Building, for sure.
Yeah.
I feel like people say that, but they don't actually understand the process of that shit. Like, it's hard as fuck. Like, and the craziest thing is, like, building with an artist is actually easier than...
You think so?
Yeah, man. These folks be trying to get a Drake placement, like, trying to shop through 40 different niggas, and maybe he here and this A&R passed to this A&R.
Yeah.
And they work at Epic, but, he fuck with Future, so, they like best friends over your FBG. It's just like... Bruh, like, that should be hard. Like, shoot your shots, but once you send that pack, you can't really do nothing about it.
There's more luck involved, maybe. Yeah.
Exactly. It's just like you just gotta have confidence you made some fire ass shit. But even if you say like you might catch a Drake placement today, folks is gonna be like, okay.
Yeah.
It's just that dude XYZ, blah blah blah, hard drums, like, I don't know, like, you just another guy on Drake album. You didn't make Drake 40, still gonna be 40.
40 is still 40.
Because he made Drake. I ain't say made Drake, but they was, partners together coming up.
For sure.
They help each other as a balance. But
so who are some of the artists that you're most locked in with right now that you're trying to build with?
I wouldn't say nobody like I'm trying to build with. I say we are building.
Okay.
But I would definitely say DXB, that's Insects Element. For sure.
Yeah.
I would say Ryan Trey, Lido, Ladarius, Baby Jungle, for sure.
Yeah, I feel like you've had a few Lil Darius.
I got a roster right now. I'm trying to push. I just need somebody to catch one. We just need one, and the whole circle gonna be lit.
Yeah. What does that process look like, right? Like, sitting down with like a Lil Darius or whatever, right? Or being in sessions with him, like, how does the whole building, process look in reality? You know what I mean?
You just got to be in with folks early before, like, some artists, you got to be in with them before they even believe it themselves. You know what I'm saying? I'd preferably work with people that believe in themselves, which would make it easier.
Yeah.
But,
are y'all hanging out, like, outside the studio?
Yeah. Every artist, not the same, but, you got your relationship with each of them and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just always wonder, like, are you the type of producer that is, challenging them and pushing them, or are you trying to just like enable whatever it is that they want?
Nah. Also talking to the managers and A&Rs, like, what do they need? Like, asking the label, what do you feel like the vision is? And be like, we're missing these type of records to take them to the next level, so I'm gonna give you those. So now it's just like, you can get all this other stuff from everyone else. Well, you come to me, you gotta get the ones, you gotta get the records. Like,
okay,
so we're gonna develop the song.
See, that's like a nice, like probably underrated strategy as far as I don't know that a lot of producers are going to like the labels, you know what I mean, and understanding like, because once again, if an artist is signed, if the label's not excited about what the fuck is being made, they ain't gonna put their effort into it. We already talked about that.
Exactly.
So you might as well get the backing of the label by giving them some shit that like aligns with their vision for the artist, right? Yeah. Yeah, I never really thought about it that way. You know what I mean? Because like, as much as you do want to also give the artist what the artist, you know, is trying to achieve,
the label what they want, man.
But you know, when you're signed, I mean, I'm just gonna call it what it is. Like,
you got a boss.
You gotta.
You'll get a bag quicker getting the label what they want. I promise.
Believe that.
I promise.
As much as we all love to hate on labels, you know, they're definitely adding fuel to the fire.
Oh, facts.
So, you were at the Donda sessions. I saw.
Shoo!
Like, not that the views of Ye reflect the views of the One More Time podcast, but that was still obviously a very cultural moment. You know, here at the Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta. Like, what was your experience?
Man,
like
sleeping, that's crazy.
Yeah,
I know, like
that little ass room he was in.
Yeah, he was really in there. It was just
the fact that like just being up there was just crazy, and like like you got the little shirts and everything, and we had got this like certain color that was like, yeah, don't give these shirts to nobody because no one has this color of this one. Like, you felt like special. It was like only like 40 people got this t-shirt. It's lit. You know what I'm saying? But nah, otherwise that, like being in the sessions and shit, it was crazy. It's just like a lot of people all working on the same shit, and I think Mike Dean talked about this. About them working on Yeezus or Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy. They had like Hell Day for like drums or Hell Week for drums.
Yeah, where they went through
redoing it over and over
25 times with different drums on the same melody.
See, instead of just Ye and Mike doing that, it's 30 producers.
Yeah,
that's what it was like.
So you might fuck around and have like 10 versions for each. You might have 300 different versions of the song. Like for real.
Damn.
Yeah, and you just hoping
different producers to do drums over the same melodies.
You just hoping some shit go on there. Or you writing the songs and just hoping like, oh, he take this little hook part and it goes with someone else has some drums. Like I done had some ideas cut and shit like that, but nothing made it out or whatever.
Yeah. But still, just like what was the energy like in those sessions?
Yeah, that shit crazy. Like I know like the first day there, right, like they had asked me, we was like in the other room for like Ye, and like he needed like a piano player or whatever, and I was just like I could play a little something, like that'd be fine, but like what Ye need?
Yeah,
I'm not the guy. Like I know feels to really do this for real. Like I call in somebody, he's like, nah, he needs it right now. And like Don, my manager, he's looking at me like, bro, tell these folks you like really do this. I'm like, man, like I'm not a keys where like I can do something for you, like, but I ain't finna just like no fuck ups, just be crazy on here, just like the folks on Instagram videos in the mall or wherever they're at. Like, you know what I'm talking about?
When they sit down next to each other and playing duets.
Yo, his manager Don's like, shut the fuck up. He's the piano man.
Exactly. Like Billy the spirit Joel was just gonna come on me as soon as I hopped down. Like, man, I don't know if I had this man yell at me like this. He finna embarrass me. Like, Ye finna remember this the dude that said he played piano.
Right.
And it's like, nah, we ain't gonna do that.
Yeah.
That's
so
funny.
It's a little stressful maybe.
Yeah. I was like, yeah, I'm good.
So what are you most excited about coming up?
I don't know. I just be excited every day. Wake up, make music, man. And shit just
keep doing what you're doing.
Yeah, it's paying the bills. I'm excited every day. I don't say it's one thing, but I could say one thing I am excited about. Ryan Trey album.
Okay.
Coming out soon.
Yeah, we were working on it for like a year.
Okay, wow.
Yeah, it's crazy. We got some crazy shit lined up on there, crazy features, all that. Like
a release date?
Don't surprise us. Don't have a release date. It was supposed to come out in January, but it's in January now.
Yeah.
And I know it's not. So I'm gonna let him tell his information to his fans.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna put it on here.
For sure.
Nah, definitely.
We always try to get an exclusive out of people sometimes.
Man, that's an expensive rollout, man. I ain't finna fuck it up.
No. That could lead to.
He'll let y'all know.
We're not calling Parker back.
Exactly.
Yeah. Is it still like surreal for you that you've been able to turn music into your career?
Yeah, and it was crazy because like it was really a seamless transition from like the YouTube and shit. Like I was like throwing parties to make money into like YouTube to music. It was just like never skipped a beat. Like
did it almost feel like you just blinked and that shit happened?
Because when I was doing the YouTube, it's just like I was making enough money where I could just not have a job. I could just be in the studio all day. Yeah,
so from Morehouse, you didn't have a regular job.
No.
Like you were just creator, whether it was the YouTube and then
lit on the YouTube and was just in the studio. And then by the time like I was just like, all right, I'm actually just done with this. Like YouTube is just like I'm making money producing. So it's just like
damn.
Perfect.
Signed the deal too. And it's like
too talented to bag groceries, man.
I've done it before. I bagged groceries. I worked at Kroger in like 2018.
Nice. The one in Tucker, right there?
Nah. It was like in Gwinnett, dude. Okay. I was like, bro, like this shit ain't it. That's the only folks that hire me.
Yeah, he kind of
UPS
like
wouldn't even hire me over on Food Industrial. Like I'm like, bro, like UPS hire everybody, man. They be working folks over there. Man.
Yeah, I mean, you're definitely not like a grocery bagger, but you could be like the cart guy. You know, I worked
in
like out in the parking lot.
Yeah, I worked in produce.
Okay,
stacking banana crates.
Right.
There you go.
Getting your asparagus and your kale right.
Well, you've come a long way, my friend.
Yeah, make sure the apples is turned to the right size so they don't see the bullshit on the other side.
Yeah.
Attention to detail.
To the back.
Attention to detail. Yeah, for sure. Well, Henry, we've entered the final segment of the podcast. Tell this man where we're at.
Parker, we are at the Rapid Fire Rampage.
Okay.
It's going to be a 3-part rampage.
Oh, shit.
Oh, shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay, no, we're good. We're going to start with some short answer questions.
All right. So is it yes or no?
No. So these will be
way harder than that part.
A little harder than that, yeah. And then a this or that, where it's 2 choices and you just pick one of the choices.
Okay.
And then finally a word association. I'm going to say one word and you just say the first word off the top of your head. The goal here is to not think too much. You just like, boom, whatever your soul tells you.
Okay.
You will be graded by response.
So I just say whatever that come to my mind right here?
So the first one, I'm just going to ask some questions, real simple. And then I'll explain them as we go. Part 1, short answer questions.
Yeah, I was like, way to confuse the fuck out of him, Henry.
Let's do it.
I should explain them one at a time.
Yes.
Kind of a bombard.
It's a lot to digest.
Yeah. Parker, what is one of the craziest things that you believe in?
Craziest thing I believe in?
Any conspiracy theories or anything like that?
Oh, I feel like scientists overlook alien planets and shit because they're so focused and selfish that they think that aliens only need oxygen and water to survive when they're fucking aliens. They don't need water and oxygen. So all them planets you trying to find that got water on it to look for some beings, like you skipped over everyone else.
Yeah, interesting.
Like rocks could be alive on another planet. You
interesting. Pretty cool. Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
If it could only be one season in Atlanta year round, what season are you going with?
Spring.
I don't know, the pollen, bro.
I was going to say fall. Yeah.
Fall's cool too.
Yeah.
Because it'd be down there summer sometimes in fall.
Right.
Yes.
Right.
We have some hot days
then
in
October.
October.
Then it can be cold. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Tell us about a moment in your life where you were incredibly afraid.
Afraid. Damn. I don't know. Like some physical fear? Like something like someone actually hurting me or some shit? Like,
no further information provided.
This is all the information.
I don't know if there's any point like I was just scared. I can't just name like the biggest one.
It's a time where you were just like feeling very afraid.
Like maybe when you caught a rapper like with fake diamonds or something, you know what I'm saying?
I'm never afraid of that. I don't know. I know I just don't like spiders though.
So
when maybe seeing a spider?
I don't like spiders.
Right.
I'm not gonna be like, oh, shit. You know what I'm saying? I'll be like, on the outside, I'll be like, nigga, it's a spider. But on the inside, I'll be like, man, fuck that. Yeah. In my mind, I'm gonna be like, man, hell nah, bro.
Okay.
Spiders are aliens, man.
This guy does super alien guy.
Yeah.
So you have a lot of talents. What is something? But let's flip it. What is something that you are simply bad at, no matter how much you try to improve? Yeah. try?
I don't think about stuff I'm just bad at because I'm bad at it.
There's gotta be something.
I won't say I'm bad. I'm bad for other people, like playing Madden or some shit like that.
You get smoked in Madden?
Yeah, especially Madden now. Like that should be different than playing football, man.
Don't put you on the sticks.
It's a real video game, man. It's a video game. It's not football.
Right.
Yeah.
If you had 2 extra noses, where are you putting them on your body?
I feel like on my dick. That your voice.
So you can like know if you got to clean up or something?
No, not for me. It's for yeah, you know what I'm saying? You just okay, safe to enter. You know what I'm saying? I don't know where else I would put the nose. I don't know.
That's kind of great. Like what? Oh,
it's just like one up here and one down there. You know what I'm saying? You got 2 heads.
She's like, "What's wrong?" You're like, "That smell."
Yeah, you got to put a nose on your other head.
My dick nose said that it's not.
Yeah, that's just
Man. You got one more. You got to put one more somewhere. One more nose. Where's it going?
I don't know. In my hands.
Hand nose.
Yeah. That might be annoying though. Every time you touch something, you just smell it. It's just like, I don't know.
Yeah,
true.
It'd be safety though. Like,
like, nope, not eating that.
I feel like those are the most practical things.
It's practical.
Yeah.
We're going to need your phone for this one. Get your phone on you. Pull it out. Let's go to the call log.
Oh, shit.
Mm-hmm.
Who we calling?
Last phone call you made, not including Ben if you were on the way here.
Last phone call?
Last phone call you made, who was it? What were you talking about?
I was just calling Twan.
What'd you talk about? Some giant placement you got going on?
Nah, I don't. Damn, what was it? I think I got to go to Guitar Center or some shit after here.
Okay.
Yeah.
I need to go to Guitar Center too, actually. He's not lying.
Yeah.
Twan.
And then my mom a whole bunch of damn times.
Bunch of moms. Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
Mine's equal.
Yeah.
Call your moms. Last one of the short answer. What is your favorite curse word?
Shit. I don't know.
That's good.
It might be fun. I don't know.
I think mine's shit too, though. Shit is just so versatile. There's something nice about shit.
Man, we got an alien guy on our hands.
It might be fuck. I don't know.
That was pretty good first part. Pretty good first part.
good.
Maybe a 7 out of 10. There's room for improvement here. We're moving on to the this or that. I'm just going to give you 2 choices. Pick the one that speaks to you.
You can get with that.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yeah. Don't copyright my boys. Don't copyright my boys.
Yeah.
Exactly. Drums or melodies?
Melodies.
Sample or from scratch?
Scratch.
EQ or compression?
EQ.
8-bar verse or 16-bar verse?
8.
Salsa or guac?
Guac.
Instagram or Twitter?
Gram. I don't know. Damn. Twitter.
You already went with the gram. Switching it last minute switch?
I don't know. Twitter funny as hell. Twitter. I'm going to Twitter. Instagram for business, for sure. For pleasure?
For
Twitter.
sure. Good answer. Falcons or Hawks?
It's depressing.
Yeah. Which one is the least depressing?
The Hawks the least depressing.
Yeah, they went on a
They ain't
little
really
run
never
lately.
let me down. They ain't never been up that high to let me down.
Yeah, they just stay bad.
You know,
It's perfect.
Falcons been rising up, but they also fall. You know what I'm saying? The Hawks is
Very
just-
hard.
Yeah.
Such a sad answer.
Sad question.
Yeah, I guess so. I set them up. Chickens on your farm or cows?
Chickens on my phone.
Your farm.
Oh, or cows?
You raising beef or eggs?
Probably beef. To make more money.
Yeah, business.
I'm having Wagyu, you know what I'm saying?
Oh,
like it.
shit.
I like
and I
it.
can get milk and cheese from the milk and that's a lot of
Okay.
shit. I mean, you can make eggs from the chicken, but they just be sitting in their own shit. You know, you've seen the video.
Get eggs and get chicken.
Yeah.
No. So, I don't know. Moving on. Strip club or house party?
House party.
Severely crack your phone screen right now or give yourself a moderate to severe paper cut?
Paper cut?
Just doing
Yeah,
it.
but it's a paper cut, though.
Yeah. Giving it to
I
yourself.
don't even think you can try to give yourself a paper cut.
You don't-
That shit just happens.
yeah. It's never happened
I
on
know
purpose.
they were like, Mom, then this fucking with a piece of paper, like
It's the new emo.
like, yeah,
She
stop.
dumped me.
Yeah, exactly. Just like, goddamn. Yeah.
Are we going to sneeze ketchup or cry milk?
Sneeze ketchup. Put the little.
He tried
haven't needed it much.
Sneeze ketchup.
He tried to get you.
Yeah.
Last one of the this or that. Start producing exclusively for death metal bands or leave the music industry.
Producer death metal bands.
Let's go. It's in him.
Yeah.
He can't do anything else, Henry, at this point.
I love it. Part 2, pretty solid. Pretty solid. Yeah. It's going to come down to the word association. I just say a word, and you just say the first word, maybe 2 words, right back off the top of your head. Simple. Starting as always with hip hop. Hip hop.
Oh, yay.
Salt.
Pepper.
Gray.
Black.
Mentor.
Czar.
Swallow.
Spit.
Jesus.
Blunt.
Smoke.
Copyright.
Infringement.
808.
Mafia.
Cousin.
Kwame.
Sweat.
Drip.
AR.
15.
Podcast.
One more time.
Cryptocurrency.
LeBron. Crypto Arena.
Oh, yeah. Because we were just talking about it.
Exactly.
Nice.
Japan.
Yasuke.
Lil.
Bill.
Lil Bill.
Is that an artist?
No, like the Bill Cosby cartoon.
Oh, yeah.
Lil Bill with the bald head. Like, Lil Bill.
I was like, he's definitely going to say Darius here, right?
Oh, no.
Nope.
Oh, well. Couple more here.
Yeah.
OnlyFans.
Oh, no, porn?
Corn.
No, porn. Oh, yeah, good.
That's the new.
Porn.
Yeah.
Just bleep that out right quick.
No, it's fine.
6.
Element.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Yeah.
This
What a
has been
rampage.
Parker with a 3 of 6 Element.
With a
You
motherfucking
dig.
3.
Yeah.
We appreciate you coming on the show, man. As
Much love.
always,
Much
please
love.
like, comment, and subscribe. We appreciate the support. Thank you
dig.
again, my friend. Until next week, Henry, what are we doing?
Getting out of here.
We're getting the fuck out of here.
Peace.
Peace.
Fuck with you.
Pop that shit like one more time. They pop that one more time. Pop that shit like one more time. They pop that one more time. Hop up in that foreign skirt, no. All the homie, this shit tripping, no. Middle finger to the law.